Hi, I'm Jensen from GRM Electrical. I'm here today with Professional Electrician YouTube channel. We are going to be installing the Cetus Lumen Colour Select Downlights. We've got 5 standard lights to go in and 2 emergency lights. If you like this video, drop a like and a subscribe on the channel. This is the product we're going to be installing today. It's a 6-in-1 luminaire concept. Let's get it up and opened and have a look at it. There's our LED driver. And here is the fitting itself. Now, to bear in mind, this fitting comes in 3 different sizes, a small, large and medium. And this is the large of the set. Now, just get rid of that. Obviously, it comes with your instructions as well, which obviously gives you your wiring diagrams and all different references and different ways that they can be used. So that is very helpful, but I'm not going to need that today. Now, when using this downlight, it's got a few basic features which I really like. The fact that it just plugs and play. So you go from the driver and it's just a little tiny plug, slots in, plug and play. Inside here, I like this feature as well. You've got these little cable clasps there. So that will hold your twin and earth or your FP or whatever is being wired in with. And that just pushes down and locks that cable in place there. And there's a lot of space to work in there as well. Straight out of the box, I can tell straight away the quality is very high. Now, you would expect that for a company like Thorn. With this fitting, they also throw in a 5-year warranty, so you know you're going to be safe. This is an LED light fitting. We're taking down twin compact fluorescent lamps. They are going to be using a lot more electricity than these are. Another good thing to point out is that these can be used in a range of ceilings, anything from plasterboard, thin material, ceiling tiles, sort of going from anything up to 35 mil. Obviously, with the wide span of these wings, they go up into the ceiling and they get to sit down and clasp very strong. So the 6-in-1 is really useful and it can be done once they're installed and you don't have to dismantle the light. It gives you the option of 2 brightnesses and 3 color profiles. So that will give you your full 6 different settings and they are so easy to change as well. All you need is a little flathead screwdriver and on the front of the light here, it can click all the way around to line up with the little dot that we've got to give you the color setting that you want. That really is a standout setting because I've not seen that on a light before. Usually you have to take the bezel off and that's usually the easiest option. In other circumstances, you have to actually take the light down and flick a switch on the back. Obviously, if you're doing that regularly and if you want to change the color of the lights, it causes damage to plasterboard ceilings or ceiling tiles. This concept is so easy and it's definitely something that I would use going forward. Right, so we're going to take this one down. These are a little bit more complicated to take down than the ones we are going to put back up. This is quite an old style light. Should all slide out. There it is. That's where all it is. Right, so first thing we've got to do is install our LED driver. Now, this one's got the connections on the right-hand side, as you can see here. You've got your live connections in the top and your neutral connections at the bottom. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting the earth into a little connector Wago block. And we're going to be storing it inside this little housing as well. The connectors or the cable straps to clamp the cable down are just sat inside this lid area here. There's not one missing. It's already been used in the factory here. So we're going to be taking one of these off as and when. I'm going to be clamping our cable down using that. So I'm going to get it off now, get it up there ready. Roughly measure what I'm going to need to strip. So I've got a good idea. Strip that off. Also strip my ends, all in one hit. Trim these back ever so slightly. And then Fold my earth back out the way. I'm gonna go with the neutral first. And they're all push fit connections, so it's nice and easy to install. Very easy, in fact. Work those in. Add my little bit of earth sleeve in I've got ready. Slot that on. It's a little bit too long. Trim it back a bit. Get myself a block. Put it in there, lock it in there. All fits in nice. My little cable grip. Lock it all down. Click all of it into place. Obviously that bit goes up into the ceiling. And what you're left with is this little plug here. Goes straight into the fitting itself, like so. These wings are really, really easy to work with as well, which I have noticed. Fold them in, work it around, and up it goes, as easy as that. Very, very easy to install. Let's do another one. So that is me finished. I've put all the new lights in. It looks completely different in here, but I'm really happy with these. And if I'm honest, the installation side of it was so easy. I would definitely use them again. We're gonna have a little mess around of the color temperatures now on the lights, change the settings, see what works best for the room. It feels really bright in there, doesn't it? The room feels bigger. The whole point of these is they're so easy. You can do it yourselves. So just a little screwdriver like that. Stick it in that little slot at the front there, and you turn it. It's got 6 different settings on it, so you can go from like really bright, 100%. You can have it at 60%, and then there's 3 different color settings as well. So there's so much to pick from. That's the one that I've had them on there. Also, something to bear in mind is that the efficiency of these, when they do go into battery mode, is extremely high, and they do give off a large amount of light. Even in a windowless room, emergency lighting is perfect for people to leave calmly. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video and press that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.